Hello everyone, my name is Jack and I have just finished watching episode 8 of She-Hulk, and after all of these weeks Daredevil has finally made an appearance. So I just want to get straight into the episode. And it starts off with Leapfrog, a superhero who gets injured as a result of what he claims is his super suit, and he wants to sue the designers who have made his suit, and enlists She-Hulk to represent him. And it turns out that the designer is the person who did She-Hulk's outfit as well as Daredevil's outfit. And She-Hulk goes into court, is representing Leapfrog, whilst Matt Murdock comes in and represents the designer, and it is beautiful. This scene, for me, makes up for nearly all of the other shit that we have seen in She-Hulk, because he comes in and completely fucking owns She-Hulk, right? Completely ruins her, right? All of the other scenes, all of the other episodes where she's like the top lawyer, you know, the big boss and everything, and she's just like so talented as a lawyer, and then you just have Murdoch coming in and just like, you know, fucking ruining her career. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. But of course, She-Hulk has to get in a line which is just so fucking cringe. Because when Murdoch first comes in, She-Hulk goes and says, "Who's this arsehole?" To which, if I was in court, to which I would like to have shouted, "A real fucking lawyer!" I wish I was in court. I wish I was there. I would have shouted it as loud as I fucking could. Because Charlie Cox is very talented, and Matt Murdock knows his shit as a lawyer. Right? It was beautiful. That scene was. I can't even describe it apart from it was just perfect. Especially considering all the other fucking episodes that were just cringe and exhausting and tiring and fucking wanted me to fucking smash things. To actually have a character come in and actually be competent, It made the episode. It made the entire show. This is easily the best scene in the entire series, easily. But all good things must come to an end, and we go with the next scene, which is the weird, cringy guy who has an obsession with She-Hulk. He goes and calls She-Hulk because he is a client, and asks for help from Jen, because he has bought a Wakandan spear and the Wakandans want it back. And you have a reference to colonialism, you know, oh, it was stolen by colonists and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like, this is the reason why I turned off watching Black Panther. Literally, I watched the beginning of Black Panther, and as soon as they started talking about colonization, I was like, I don't need to be preached to. I don't need this shit, right? You know, I don't need it. I don't want it. I want to be entertained. I don't want people to be saying you're a racist, you're a Nazi, or anything like that, just because I'm white or British. I don't want that shit, you know. But obviously, you have this fucking scene. But luckily, it was short. You know, small mercies, as they say. And then you have the next scene, which has Jen being contacted by Leapfrog because there's apparently a vigilante is going and smashing his car, trying to get at him. And She-Hulk rushes to help her client, and the vigilante turns out to be Daredevil. And She-Hulk goes and defends his client and starts trying to hurt Daredevil. And Daredevil, you know, he tries to say, you know, you don't understand, you know, please listen to me, right? And she's like, she's having none of it. She's just like, no, right, because I've got to defend my client. And as a result of her trying to defend her client, she allows the villain, her client turns out to be a villain, allows the villain to escape, destroys a 8-story car park, and probably multiple cars, and also throws a very, very expensive car at Daredevil, and basically tries to kill Daredevil, you know, all for a villain who we find out had actually gone and kidnapped the designer, demanding that the designer make him a new costume. And, you know, it's revealed that Daredevil is Matt Murdock, because She-Hulk actually manages to defeat Daredevil, which is really, really fucking annoying. And it's annoying for a reason, because Jen doesn't do superhero stuff, right? She is a lawyer, right? All of her superhero stuff is the result of people going to face her. She doesn't go out and like save people's lives, whilst Daredevil goes out and helps people. He is trained, basically, right? I mean, sure, he gets injured and all that, but he is doing this as a job, basically. Whilst whilst Jen doesn't. Her job is being a lawyer. Her job is not being She-Hulk. You know, I mean, she even says, "I don't want to be She-Hulk." You know, and you have the scene where it's revealed that it's Matt Murdock, and she actually goes and says, "Are you really blind? Because if you're not, that's problematic." It's like, I really fucking cringed at that scene. I was just like, fucking go away. I was just like, fucking die. I didn't want to say it, but I said fucking die. That's all I said, because I was so fucking angry, because I didn't want to hear this from fucking She-Hulk. You know, I didn't want to hear it from her, because she's the most fucking problematic person in the entire season, even more so than Titania. But Daredevil says, you know, we've got to go and save the designer, and you need to you need to go and sort out your stuff because you have destroyed a lot of you've incurred a lot of property damage. To which she fucking replies, I'll leave a note. It's like, you do realise it's going to be costing millions, right? Because there's expensive cars and a fucking 8-story car park, right? That's going to easily be in the millions, right? And you're just like, oh yeah, I'll leave a note. It's like, fuck you. Oh, you're going to actually pay for that, by the way, right? Anyway, so they go save the designer. We have a really cool scene where Daredevil actually comes in and beats up some guys, and it's really good choreography, and I really loved the scene. And you had more people coming in, and I was just like, oh no, they're going to do the scene. They're going to do the scene that I just know that they're going to do. And they do the scene that is very obvious that it was going to happen. She-Hulk comes in and like just beats up all these people, and I swear to God, she fucking kills at least 3 of them, because she just comes in from the roof and crushes them, like lands on top of them. Like, you've got broken backs, broken necks, cracked skulls. There is at least 2 or 3 people dead, and she just looks at Daredevil and just goes, Hulk smash. Oh no, actually she goes, She-Hulk smash. And Daredevil does a face palm. Now, I did not do a face palm, but I just said, fuck you. That's what I said. I just said, fuck you. Because I was just like, I was done. They were just like ruining now Daredevil scenes. But that wasn't going to be the last Daredevil scene that they ruined, because in the end they rescued the designer, and it looks like it's going to be wrapping up everything. But then Daredevil actually goes and has sex with She-Hulk. I should actually point out, no, he doesn't actually have sex with She-Hulk. He has sex with Jen, which is a step down. It is a huge step down, because I'm not saying anything bad about the actress, right, in terms of looks. All I'm saying is that Jen, the character, is not attractive. I'll just say that. Jen, the character, is not attractive. And I have actually noticed that in the series, all of the characters that have had sex with She-Hulk and Jen, all the ones that have had sex with She-Hulk were weirdos who had like this fixation on She-Hulk. And the only person who actually had sex with Jen turns out to be a blind guy. Make that what you will. But I then of course you have Daredevil doing the walk of shame, which I was just like, why? I mean, alright, fair enough. I'm pretty sure Daredevil wouldn't want to would probably be doing the walk of shame, considering who he had just had sex with. But still to have Daredevil go and do the walk of shame. Also, you're in your outfit. Why haven't you put on your fucking boots? You're in your outfit. You're like in your actual outfit. You know? Also, like, surely you could have gone home before the sun came up, or I don't know, have a change of clothes, or something. Just why did they have to do Daredevil dirty like that? Why did they have to make Daredevil do the fucking walk of shame? It's not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for Daredevil. But you know, there you go, I guess. And you know, She-Hulk then actually goes and says, "Yeah, this. I thought this episode would be wrapping up. Yeah, we were hoping that it was going to wrap up as well, but we have to have the female lawyer award gala." So they go to the gala, and a load of female lawyers get their awards, and you have this black woman that I have to mention, because she like when they're like getting their awards and they're having their acceptance speech, you have this black woman who goes, and I've got the quote here. She goes, "Twice the work, half the recognition, constantly being asked what it's like to be a female lawyer. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Just go fuck yourself." That's all I've got for that. So it goes on to She-Hulk getting the microphone and is being asked about her things, when suddenly it cuts out, and you have the this MCU's version of Anonymous coming in and saying saying things that I think we can all agree, because they actually go and say She-Hulk is not a hero. She-Hulk is not worthy of the powers that she stole from Hulk, which I completely agree with. And then they say, and she's a slut, and I don't know why that just that line delivery made me fucking laugh. Just like, and she's a slut, like, you could tell it made me think, like, oh yeah, they had this very elegant speech prepared, and it was going all normal, and then they just wanted to say, and she's a slut, and I was just like, yeah, she's a slut. But to be fair, all of the characters in this series are filthy whores, to be fair. And they make it seem like that's a good thing in this actual episode. They make it seem like it's a good thing. It's not. It really is not. But they're showing footage of She-Hulk basically getting naughty, and She-Hulk, surprise, surprise, can't control her anger and smashes the TV. And then she notices people recording and chases after them, but actually smashes through a building And then you have like security with lasers ready and pointing to her. And I was just thinking, like, and then like the scene ends, and I was just thinking to myself, wow. Like I was thinking, I was going back and thinking about episode 1, where Hulk is saying, you've got to learn to control your anger. And I was just thinking, about what she said. I don't need to control my anger. I've been controlling my anger all of the time because I've been catcalled, or people have told me how to go and do the job that I'm able to do. Tell me like how to do my job. How dare they? And it's just like, wow. So you've gotten angry, and it's resulted in everyone seeing you as basically a Hulk, and you've now been arrested. I mean, it needs to be said, like, the people who got the footage. I mean, it's obvious that it's a plant, right? All of this is been planted, because they're doing it for, to make She-Hulk look bad. I know that, but I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the scene in terms of in terms of legality. This is basically voyeurism. Recording people without their permission, and then leaking it onto the internet. So, yeah, like the website that has that footage needs to delete it, or you could sue them. Very much like how a lot of people have been sued for sex tapes. There's the famous one with Hulk Hogan, who cheated on his wife. There was a sex tape and all that, and it got leaked, and he got I think it was like 200 million from the website that had the original, or something along those lines. But even so, right? I mean, you could easily sue all of these people, but rather than having a clear head, using your lawyer mind and all that, no, I'm going to get angry. I'm going to smash everything and make myself look like an out of control monster. And obviously it ends up with her looking completely bad. I don't know who the main villains are. It's probably the Asian guy that I mean, obviously it's him, but I'm saying, like, I don't know who the main villain is yet. But I'm going to say I reckon that it is the lawyer, the one who actually hired She-Hulk. That's what I'm believing. But someone actually commented on my previous She-Hulk episode and said that it was a villain called King Hulk, which, yeah, I think it could actually be him as well. So thanks for mentioning King Hulk, because I completely forgot about him. He wasn't a very good character. Like, I mean, I'm not an expert in She-Hulk comics, but yeah, King Hulk is definitely not a character that I remember fondly from the few comics that I have actually read. Either way, the episode in itself is both good and bad. Some of the Daredevil scenes were good, but fucking hell, when when they did Daredevil dirty, they did Daredevil dirty. So, all in all, I would say that this is probably the best episode, but it still has a lot of cringe. Whilst all of the other episodes of She-Hulk were either boring, bland, or utterly horrifying in terms of the fucking She-Hulk Megan Stallion twerking scene, which I still have fucking nightmares about. Yeah, this one is, I would give it a 4 out of 10. I mean, I've not rated the others, but I'll say that this is a 4 simply because of Daredevil. But still, I don't know whether I would say that this is the same Daredevil from like the series. I think that I still think that they did Daredevil dirty. But yeah, overall the episode was okay. It was the best episode of She-Hulk, but it was okay. And yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe if you like what I have to say. Leave a comment, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.